Hey, it's Todd Height in the clubhouse here at Batavia Downs, gaming with Kevin O'Clubsha, who's a freelance...
Free agent
sports writer, harness handicapper, thoroughbred writer. He's done it all. We've done these broadcasts now for many years, so we're going to continue the tradition. And Kevin, first of all, welcome to Batavia Downs. I know it's one of your favorite tracks.
Absolutely. Racing what, July
26th this year through December 16th. Kevin throwing in a little plug for me here. And of course, on Saturday, it's the Kentucky Derby edition 143. What's your early thoughts?
You're going to make money if you can pick a horse that runs first or second. I mean, honestly, I cannot. In the past years, we've always picked 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. It ran in the DNC. I mean, we'd have a little. I am torn on this one. I can make a case for several.
That's absolutely honest.
So I'm going for value. I'm just going to hope the Exacta is good. I don't know how it couldn't be.
It's got to be a big Exacta. The favorite probably goes off at 5-1. Classic Empire now your favorite at 4-1, but I actually think he's going to go up a little bit higher than that. And as Kevin said, one of the most wide open derbies in years. You talk to any of the trainers, they'll say the same thing. You can make a case for many of them, and you can knock many of them as well, Kevin.
There's so many that have an excuse. I mean, McCracken. Well, why didn't he run well in Lexington? Was it the injury, or is there something? Is the injury still bothering him?
Miss too much training?
Right. I mean,
Classic Empire. Why did he run so poorly in his first start? Then he had missed some time, but then he ran okay in the Arkansas Derby.
A horse I like, Irish War Cry. One of the only horse with 200 buyers.
That's right.
But the one that was raced in between is one of the worst races anybody ran coming into the series. So
listen, the same thing holds true in handicapping. No matter if it's a 5,000 claimer or a top horse, when a horse doesn't make the lead, that likes to make the lead in chases, they just quit. And that's what happened to Irish War Cry, who, by the way, the weather forecast could have a big say in the outcome of the race, Kevin.
Absolutely.
The Weather Channel, as of this afternoon, 70% chance of rain on Saturday. Heavy rain predicted tomorrow as well. Now, Churchill Downs does
dries out very quickly.
One of the best tracks as far as drying out, but still 70% chance of rain. We may have an off track on Saturday.
So, if you have the daily racing form, I'm a big believer in the Tomlinson number. If it hasn't been seen before, or if it shows right there that the horse likes the mud. Irish War Cry is one of those that should really like an off track.
Absolutely.
And that's probably going to favor the front end.
See, now I disagree with that, because that's going to be my next question. Who's going to make the lead? Nobody knows who's going to make the lead.
But there might be a mud lover. That's what I'm saying. One of the mud lovers may go harder to the lead, make the lead, and just love the slop and just keep right on going. But that's why it's so important to watch the day.
That's right.
If it's a wet track most of the day, you have to know how it's planned.
That's absolutely right. Now, I think Channing Hill actually is going to take a horse that has no shot to the front. And I think he's just going to go as fast as he can. And I really think it's going to set up for the closers. Okay, Kevin, post time on Saturday, 6:46. It is race 12. Give me your top three.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm playing Exactas, and I'm using two horses. The 16 Taprit, the 17 Irish War Cry. And I'm going to use them with many. I can use McCracken. I can use Classic Empire. I definitely will use Gunnavera. But I'm going to play them with, and J Boys Echo I'll even use Looking at Lee, the one horse. I'm going to put them with 7 or 8 horses in a key box, and I'm going to play extras with the favorites. Because I think the Exacta is 150, 200 for sure with one of those horses.
I think it's a big price as well. Listen, this is what we're taught as handicappers. When you have question marks over the favorites, you have a question mark over Classic Empire, you have a question mark over Always Dreaming. He is not behaving well in the morning. He's been trying to run off. Well, if he doesn't settle in a mile and a quarter, he's not going to be around at the finish. You do have a little bit of a question mark over Irish War Cry. Now, what I do like about him, Kevin, they changed the bridle, and he ran much better in the Wood Memorial. Maybe that's all he needed was a bridle change. But how about the horse that was even money in the Florida Derby? You now get 15-1 on him. I think there's going to be a fast pace. If there's a fast pace, look out for the closers. And I think the best closer in the race is number 10, Gunnavera. How can you let this horse go at 15-1? He should be much shorter than this. He was favored over Always Dreaming. If we can get the pace set up, I think we can pull the upset here. Great price, very good horse, top jockey. Why not? Number 10, Gunnavera for me. The horse for second I like is the horse for the course. He's unbeaten at Churchill Downs. Like Kevin said, who knows what happened in the Bluegrass Stakes. That's McCracken. He's been training great. A lot of people are saying McCracken used the Bluegrass Stakes as a prep for the Derby. If he did, watch out.
And he may be the great value because so many people loved him going into the Bluegrass thinking he was probably the Derby favorite. So you may get much better value than you should on him if he's right.
Right. For third, I'm going to go with the horse that if it's off, I think he'll run good, Irish War Cry. And for fourth, it's a coin flip for me, Always Dreaming and Classic Empire. Don't forget, advanced wagering begins on Friday for the 143rd Kentucky Derby. OTB branches open at 10 a.m. Then, of course, on Saturday, OTB branches open at 10 a.m. We'll have drawings for glasses and T-shirts. Here at Batavia Downs, we'll have our annual party. It's only $10 to attend. You'll get a nice lunch. You'll get free play, $10 in free play, and a free wager on the Kentucky Derby. For more information, go to our website at westernotb.com. I'm Todd. He's Kevin. We'll talk to you again for the Preakness.